you slap me? How could you? Hi, I'm Clowny Quin. And yes, it's all in black and white and weird. Today I want to talk about the movie The Clown Who Gets Slapped. No, I'm sorry. He Who Gets Slapped. Look at me, I'm getting excited about clown. He Who Gets Slapped. And it came out in like the 20s. It's by far the oldest movie that I've seen so far in this series that I've done, and I really liked this movie. It wasn't really a horror movie, but it was really sad and sweet. And it was about this guy who he's like a scientist. He's really smart, and he's going to like about to unveil like his discoveries, and he's getting like paid to do all these studies by this other guy, and he's got like a sweet wife and everything. But the wife has been cheating on him with Moneybags guy, and it's really sad because Moneybag guy steals the idea. They make it seem like he was the one that came up with it instead of our hero. And our hero is just like, why? Like, how could you do this? How could you steal my idea? This was my idea. And so then Mr. Moneybags like slaps him in the face, and he's just like, and everybody's laughing at him, like all the business, like, you know, science men that were gonna like think his discovery is amazing, like they're just like, ha, you know, like laughing at him. So then he comes home and he's disgraced, and then his wife reveals that she's been cheating, and then he's just like, no, my love, and then she slaps him in the face, and it's so sad. And so he leaves, like he leaves. And years go by, and he becomes a clown in a circus. And he becomes a clown in a circus, and he names himself He. And every night when he performs, he lets all the other clowns in the circus slap him in the face. Like he kind of relives all of his traumatic experience that he had through humor, and that's kind of just the way he lives his life, and I can totally understand how that would be a thing that you would do. So he falls in love again, and there's this little bit, I forgot to mention, it is a silent movie, I guess, but it's the kind of silent movie where they're like, and then the screen goes, and then it has everything written what they said. Like, so it's like, you know, the old way they did movies back then. And it was just really, there was a bit in it where, because it's establishing that he fell in love with somebody else, and there's a little bit in there that's like, it takes either a fool or lots of courage for a man who's been wounded to try to find love again. And I was just like, oh my goodness, that's so sad and sweet. But she's not really interested in him. Like, she's in love with somebody else, but she cares about him and stuff. But when he confesses his love to her, like, she playfully slaps him and be like, oh, you're so silly, and then he's just, you know, just trying to smile and just live his life, and he's just like, yeah, it was a joke. And then so then we find out that the girl that he's in love with, her father is trying to marry her off to the man, Mr. Moneybags, who stole our hero, stole his wife, stole his like research and everything. So, and he's left the wife, like he doesn't even care. He wants to marry this girl from the circus because she's beautiful and she's like a performer as well. She's not a clown, but she's still a performer. And he finds out, our hero finds out and wants to help. Like he knows that she's not gonna love him, but he doesn't want mean old Mr. Moneybags to get his girl, the girl that he cares about, even if he can't have her. You know, like he wants her to be happy because he knows that she's in love with somebody else. So they're about, the father and Mr. Moneybags are about to like seal the deal, even though she doesn't want to marry him, but you know, money and it's the 20s. So, so they're gonna make it happen, and then our hero bursts in trying to make everything stop, and they shove him into a closet, and they're like, no. And in the closet, like, it's not really a closet, it's like this big other room, and there's like a big cat in there. It's in a cage, and so he like rigs it so when the door is gonna open again, the big cat is gonna come and eat them up. That's exactly what he does. He gets revenge in the best possible way. Unfortunately, before the giant lion comes out and gets them, gets the dad and gets Mr. Moneybags, our poor hero gets stabbed because he's trying to not make this happen. So he's bleeding like off to the side, but he watches the lion get them. The lion eats them right up. And then he's helped by he's helped by the lion tamer, because he just thinks he's gonna die and he's kind of like at peace with it. But the lion tamer like gets the lion to go away and not eat him. And then the lion tamer takes him out onto the stage, and the circus performance is about to start, and then he's going, they think it's a new act, that he's being silly and acting silly even though he's kind of holding himself. But then he collapses, and they realize that something bad is happening. And then the woman that he loves comes in and holds him, and he's like, you have nothing to worry about. You can be happy, and I'll be happy too. And he dies, and it was so beautiful and sad. I really liked this movie. I really want to see more of like these older movies for sure. It's definitely fun, especially after all the crazy stuff I've watched lately. Have you seen He Who Gets Slapped? Let me know what you think of it in the comments. If you can recommend any other movies for me to watch that I haven't seen yet, put those in the comments too. Bye!